Okay, guys, for this project, I'm going to do a lot of things to it, okay? So just to give you guys a heads up, my plan for this is threefold because I don't think I've actually explained to you guys what I'm going to do, right? So first and foremost is to, fix up all of the, repairs, right? A lot of the holes, a lot of the stuff, right? So like, for example, anyway, substantial. There's a substantial amount of work I need to do. That's the first and foremost because I need this to be structurally sound before I can actually do any work to, do anything else. All right. So that's number one. Number two is actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a roll cage. Okay. For all the other cars, I've never taken apart the doors. For these, because it's open, what I've come to notice is that, for example, this is failed. There's just a piece of sheet metal here, a few sheet metal there, and then a glass. There's really nothing protecting me from any side collision whatsoever. Now, I bet you if I open up my, Z3, Z4, the Porsche Boxster, it's the same way. But in reality, it never dawned on me, you know what I mean? And for me, the roll cage itself is more or less is in case I flip over, I have some protection here. Likewise, side collision is very important for me for this particular car. Plus, I always wanted to do it. You know what I mean? It's always one of those things that I see other people do, and I always want to. So that's my opportunity. Once again, this project has a lot of want to, right? So you've heard me do welding and sheet metal work. You've heard me mentioning the roll bar, right? So I'll learn that as well. One other thing that I want to do, which is number 3. My car comes empty, right? As you recall. Which means I have an opportunity I can install the original engine back in. I can install a Subaru engine, which I've seen other people do. Or I could do an EV. I've always wanted to do an EV. Now, so for those who are, enthusiasts, those who are purists, I know you guys hate that idea. I get it. If this car was in running shape, there would be no purpose for me to do an EV because I'll just fix whatever needs to be fixed and life is good. For the most part, for the second, so this is my first 914. When all said and done, I may get another one. And that one, I'll actually rebuild stock. Okay? For this particular one, because it's empty anyway, this is my opportunity to build an EV, learn about the EV technology, learn about the conversion, learn about the battery, worry about all that stuff. And then at the same time, try to figure out how to hook everything back up so that way, A, it still function, B, it does everything that it should. And that, I can actually register it and all is good. So those are the 3 things that I want to do for this particular project. It's if I sit back and I just think about it, it is quite hard. These are big tasks. These aren't, something that I've done in the past with all of the other cars. I'm going extreme this time. Reason being is because I'm getting bored. How often do you want to do a water pump, thermostat, and everything else? It's what you have to do, but it's not exciting anymore. It's not hard anymore, right? So this is my opportunity to go big. Okay? I forgot to add one last thing. Not that the projects aren't tough enough already. This is a zero cost project, meaning I'm not going to spend any of my money. So how am I getting the sheet metal? How am I getting the tools? How am I getting the parts? So as you can look behind me, I've got lots of parts from all my old projects. I'm selling all of them off. I'm selling them on Facebook, actually, the Facebook Marketplace. I'm using that money to fund this project. Likewise, I've got other things that I'm selling off as well, once again, to fund this project. And it's not going to be a cheap project, and it's not going to be a fast project, right? I gave myself at least a year to have this up and running, not legal, up and running, with a EV conversion. I don't know if I can actually meet that deadline, but I'm trying. Likewise, right? There's going to be, it's going to be hard. And I don't want to fail. But let's see. So what I need you guys to help me on is not financial. I'll let me worry about that. I'll figure it out, you know. If you guys have extra parts you want to donate, that is awesome. I'm not going to say no to, you know, free stuff to help rebuild this. Once again, that will also make you, I'll put your name in here, and you know, you'll be part of the process, be part of the work. Likewise, I'm going to need ideas, suggestions, and how to cut costs. All right. Like, for example, behind me, you see sheet metal, right? That's what I'm going to use. So that's 16 gauge, and I'm going to use it to build my floor. I'm going to use that to build my my longitudes. Now, for normal projects, I would recommend you guys, and if you're rebuilding a 914, use their restoration, you know, design guys. Rock solid, they're awesome. But being that I'm trying to cut costs, being that I'm trying to do this not on the cheap, but doing it on a cost-effective way, this is my prototype car. If I get it right, if I do it well, I might make a whole bunch of these and you know, sell them off. Not to make a profit, but more or less to try to keep these cars back on the road. Try to make it more, less gas, more electric, right? So that way it falls in line with the theme. And you know, keep it on the road. So here's the deal. I've got the Boxster. I've got the Z4. I've got all the way over there, if you take a look, I've got the Z3 as well. And I'm keeping those stock. I have no need to convert them. They're running, well, the Z4 is still, I still have a little bit of a problem, but I just need a little bit of time. But everything else, it just runs perfectly, so there's no need for me to EV them. But who knows? If I'm done with this project and I come across a Z4 with a bad, you know, a bad engine, maybe. Likewise, I've seen some folks do some crazy stuff with the Boxster and the Tesla engine. I may try to do that too. More or less, as you're hearing from me, is I'm trying to learn new things. All right. So if you hear everything I've said today and felt, you know, oh my God, he's crazy, and you know, I'm not going to follow him. That's up to you. It may not be your cup of tea, but I'm asking. Follow along anyway. Down the road, you might come into a position where I am, which is someone more or less just donated the car to you. And instead of building it from scratch, which you may already have a fully functional one, why not try something different? Let me know what you think. All right, bye.